Okay, I was having a problem with the audio, so we're going to try this again. Hopefully those first two problems were not too challenging for you. But this problem says, what other information is needed to make these two triangles congruent by side, side, side? So you have some information already there. You have BC marked and you have EF marked, but they aren't marked congruent. So you need to figure out which sides are corresponding and then state that those sides all need to be congruent. This is helpful on the quiz. If you at least did this, that got you some credit. But you need to write out the sides, that AB is congruent to EF. BC is congruent to FG. That CA is congruent to GE. That's the information you need to know they're congruent. Because these sides are not marked. They're given to us, but they are not congruent. So you have to mark that these things are congruent. Now this angle bisector problem is one that a lot of you missed in the past. And the key here is that you need to remember that a bisector means two equal parts. So if we want this BD to be a bisector, then that means that these parts have to be equal. So how else would you solve two things that are equal but set them equal to each other? It's not a straight line, so it can't equal 180. It's a bisector, and when you think about bisecting, you need to think about two equal parts. The thing about these kind of problems is it confuses you because you want to pick on the little guy, but then that leaves nothing over here. So move the 7x over, and you end up with negative 48 equals negative 4x. Divide both sides by negative 4, and you get 12. But the question wants you to not only solve for x, but also to find the measure of angle ABC. If you follow A, B, C, that's the whole angle. So you're going to have to plug it in and then figure out what the whole thing together would be. 3x would be 3 times 12, which is 36. That's part of it. That's half of it. The other half should be the same. And if you wanted to check, 7x minus 48 would be 7 times 12 minus 48. Yes, that's me getting out a calculator. 84 minus 48. And that is 36. But again, ABD or ABC is the whole thing. So 36 plus 36 is 72. So the measure of the entire angle is 72 degrees. This is a good way to check your work. Plug it into both to make sure it works. I was trying to stop the recording, but I don't know if I did. Nope.